Let's go. Let's get it. Another 5 NBA player props coming your way. Let's go.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.
Yeah, I just want to kick it off by saying my thoughts and prayers are with you. To my man Josh Giddey, straight out of Australia, averaging 15 on and off the court. My lord, what trouble he has found himself in. $40 million. Looks like it's going to be going down the drain, and that shit will stick to you. So best of luck for you, my man. Hope we see you in a Boomers uniform in the future, getting gold for our wonderful nation. Before we get into the picks, though, let's do a little bit of accountability. Last video, we did made our return with 4 picks. We did go 2 from 4, so nothing spectacular. D'Angelo Russell's magical streak of 3+ rebounds in 9 consecutive games came to an end in a 40-point loss against the Philadelphia 76ers. Finishing on 2, D'Anthony Melton, did nothing in that game. I think only 2 assists. I think on the real app, there was like 300 people who took the very same play. Unfortunately, Joel Embiid did everything. Knocking a triple-double. Same game multi for Jeremy Grant and Brogdon. That came home very easily. They both actually covered their full lines with ease. Zion Williamson covered that 4 assists and 15 points very easily as well. That was 0.4 units in the negative for the day, so nothing major, but nothing exciting either. So it's still 33.8 units up on the season. No value plays as of yet. I've had a bit of success with the value plays, but I do have to wait for some alternative lines. So those do come out before game day tomorrow. If you are interested in seeing those value plays, you can jump into the Discord, have a play. It looks like I'll have at least 3 tomorrow. Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, and Julius Randle. Some of the plays that I'm thinking about running a value play on, where we take their points, rebounds, and assist props, mold it all together, and come up with something exciting. But I do have 5 picks to share with you today. Kicking it off with our man in the thumbnail. We're taking Scary Terry over 20.5 points. So Scary Terry just came back from injury in his last game, still played his normal minutes, still took a shitload of shots, and still managed to score his normal points. So it's been quite consistent this season. He's hit this 20.5 points in 83% of his games. That's only in 6 appearances, though. LaMelo Ball is out, another ankle injury. So last season, Terry Rozier, he covered this line of 20.5 points in 73% of the games with LaMelo Ball out of the lineup, compared to 59% with him in the lineup. His career form against the Knicks is patchy, but last 2 against the Knicks, he covered this line quite easily. So Terry Rozier seems like an obvious choice, but a little bit of a word to the wise there, that the Knicks pretty good defensively, especially at that point guard slot. They've allowed only on 3 occasions an opposing point guard this year to score more than 20 points. LaMelo did it twice, and Dame Lillard did it once. Other than that, every other point guard the New York Knicks have faced has gone under. So that's a little bit of a warning. And if Terry manages to shit the bed tomorrow, that is the reason why. But do like his form. Do like his form against the Knicks, and with LaMelo being out, he's going to put up a whole lot of shots. Does he hit them? Only time will tell. Our very next one, we're taking Evan Mobley from the Cleveland Cavaliers over 9.5 rebounds. Wonderful success in the rebound department this year. 71% hit rate from 17 games. Now they are playing at home tomorrow, and in 9 home games, he's covered this 9.5 rebound line in 8 of those games. So he's averaging 12 rebounds per game at home. His only game where he went under was up against the Los Angeles Lakers, who allow the second least amount of rebounds to power forwards. Now, looking at his matchup against the Hawks, he's covered this once in 3 games against them last season, although he is a much improved rebounder this year. I'm expecting Jared Allen to be battling with Clint Capella and Okongwu. That'll keep him off the glass. And even when Trey runs a whole lot of pick and roll with Clint Capella, Evan Mobley is going to be the best rebounding option for pretty much from both teams when they play that type of set. So we're like an Evan Mobley over 9.5 rebounds. I can't find a reason why this doesn't hit. He tends to either hit it or fall well short. If he falls well short, you're looking at a maybe Jared Allen injury where Mobley has to play the 5, and I think that might be difficult for him. So Evan Mobley, over 9.5 rebounds. Let's go. Talking about big men and rebounds, taking Mark Williams under 8.5 rebounds. So I've taken this bloke quite a few times for his over whenever he's had a great matchup. Whereas today I'm taking a different angle on it. So he's had 3 matchups against the Knicks. Last 3, he's averaging 6 rebounds per game. He's failed to cover this 8.5 rebounds line in all 3 of those games. Even on the season, he's only covered in 6 of 15 games. He tends to either go well over this line or tends to fall quite under it. So he doesn't have a great matchup today. He is up against the New York Knicks, who allow the lowest number of rebounds to centers in the league. So not only do the Knicks play at a slower pace, they also rebound the ball very well. Julius Randle, Mitchell Robertson, the key weapons on the boards for them there. So look, liking the Knicks to pump. I think the Knicks like $1.20 or something. So massive outsiders, the Charlotte Hornets. So chances are the Knicks will be making more buckets than Hornets will. So Knicks players will have better opportunities to get rebounds, and Hornets players will have less. That's pretty much how that goes. So take a Mark Williams under 8.5. Go Mitch Robinson. Speaking of New York Knicks and their rebounders, my next pick, we're taking Julius Randle over 26.5 points plus assists. Now, I said rebounds, but not touching his rebounds in this one. Reason being, he's most likely going to be matched up with Miles Bridges or even PJ Washington when he gets in. Both of them are quite small for the 4 position, I would say, but they spend a lot of time on the outside, meaning Julius Randle's not going to be in the best rebounding position. If Miles Bridges is going to be aggressive and take it to the rack, Julius Randle won't be able to pick up those rebounds either. But I am liking his points and his assists for this one. Firstly, the matchup in terms of Charlotte and what they're doing, they allow the most points and assists to power forwards this season up against Julius Randle, who actually can pass and can score. Probably not at the best percentage, but he can do both of those things quite well. He covered this line in both games against Charlotte this season, 28 and 29 points and assists. I do prefer tackling it this way, points and assists, instead of just taking one. I feel like he's very capable of blowing either line out of the water. Based on the volume of shots he can take, he could score 30 points and cover this all pretty easily. But even games where he's failed to cover his points line, he can go 20 points and 8 assists, for example, I think, which he's done before against Charlotte in one of their more recent matchups. So Julius Randle, take his points and assists line, get on the overs, 26.5. I can guarantee you that this is going to move up. And my final play, heading over to Minnesota, it's Anthony Edwards. We're taking him over 4.5 assists. Now, the thing I hate about this, it's very similar to the D'Angelo Russell one. I just keep taking it blindly purely because he's been so consistent with it as of late. Talking about his assist line, he's covered in 69% of his games this season, averaging over 5 assists per game. He's got a great matchup against OKC, who allow the 5th most assists to shooting guards. He's also playing at home, where he's covered this line in 7 out of 8 games this year. I was going to add a little point prop for Anthony Edwards to get 15 points. You could do that if you want to juice this up a little bit, because the value on this is dropping. I think it's about $1.66 or something by the time I had a look at it. So you might want to add Anthony Edwards for 15 points on there. Why not? But I'm just keeping it clean for this one. Anthony Edwards over 5 assists. So those are 5 of my early picks. Haven't completed doing my research. I do have a basketball game of my own that I need to get to tonight. So I'll be back later to do a deeper dive into all those games. I will have more picks, I'm sure. And in terms of value players, I think I'll have at least 3 or 4 of them. And if you're interested in that, check out the Discord, completely free. Link is in the description box below. Help me get some views, lads. Like this video, drop some comments. You can say whatever you want in there. Just say something. Say something. Help us get found, and the content will keep coming. But I appreciate some of y'all who have tuned in live. I'll see you guys in the Discord, and if not, I'll see you in my next video right here on YouTube. Let's go.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free.